Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Kickin' Bass TV. Today we're in the bait shop looking at the new Battle Grub from Epic Bait Molds. It's a great bait for both ice fishing as well as open water applications. Do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. Let's go. All right, guys, today we got a really cool new mold to show you from our friends Jason and Amanda at Epic Bait Molds. As always, everything comes well packaged, clean, ready to shoot right out of the box. We got the 1.1 inch Battle Grub today in a 48 cavity version, also available in a 20 cavity, always made of 6061 CNC machined aluminum. This one is a single top port injection mold with the Epic Bait Molds logo, as well as the name of the bait engraved on both sides, but it is a symmetrical design, so you can shoot it from either side. As you can see, a ton of detail in this mold. It is basically a take on a traditional grub, just over a ½ inch in length, with the addition of a ½ inch tail that tapers thin for increased action, whether you are using it for ice fishing or open water applications. First thing we wanted to do was see how well the mold would laminate, so we heated up our blending block, mixed up some white pearl powder on the left. On the right, we've got some transparent orange, because oftentimes molds this small with so many cavities have trouble pulling a perfect 50-50 laminate, especially when pearl pigments are involved, as they do have a tendency to bleed to the other side. But that is not the case with this. As you can see, got that nice pearl opaque underbelly, and what that's going to help do is lighten up that top color and increase the light play. We're going to do the same thing here, but with a dark green pumpkin we mixed up with some red flake that, when shot as a single color, really wasn't coming through that strong because it was so dark, but you're able to lighten it up by using that same trick with that pearl white opaque underbelly to lighten up that top color. As you can see, turning it essentially from a dark green pumpkin to a light jade green, which really made that red flake look great. Last but not least, one of my all-time favorite colors, regardless of the baits I'm throwing, regardless of the time of year, is a nice bold chartreuse, because especially in stained water conditions with lower visibility, this is something that always helps my bait to stick out. And if you just look at that clean line from top to bottom on the runner, that is an example of the level of precision and detail you can expect even from a mold this small with so many cavities. Not only is that pearl pigment a great way to test how well a mold laminates, and none of that bled into the top color, but that top color had a lot of black flake, and none of it bled into the bottom. When it comes to rigging them for hard water season, I like to pair it with a 16th to 32nd ounce micro jig. This is usually my go-to for targeting everything from panfish to bass, lakers, anything in between. This is a nice downsized presentation, and the addition of that small tapered tail definitely increases the action in the water. Even when you're dead sticking, sometimes just the current alone is enough to move that tail just enough to entice a strike from even the most lethargic bass. And throw it on a plain mosquito hook in the open water season and absolutely slay anything in that category. We started off by throwing just a bold chartreuse green, because beyond 10 to 12 feet at this particular lake, visibility becomes a little bit of an issue. That's where that nice bold chartreuse green is going to create a nice contrast. It'll be a little easier for them to see. As you can see, it took less than a minute for us to catch our first fish on the new Battle Grub. Now, if you followed the channel long enough, you've seen over the last couple years that we've successfully targeted everything under the sun with a ½ inch mini maggot, very similar to this bait, and that's because it was also designed by Epic Bait Molds. And with this, you have a similar presentation, but the body cavity is essentially double the thickness as the ½ inch mini maggot. You've got the addition of the ½ inch tail, tapered extremely thin, so to give it a great action in the water, but still show off those impressive laminate colors that you're going to create. Like you see here, switched it up to the orange on a mismatched chartreuse jig. Didn't seem to matter much as they continued to hammer them non-stop throughout the day. So if you're a fellow bait maker looking for a microplastic capable of targeting multiple species, check out the Battle Grub from Epic Bait Molds, available in a 1.1 inch and 2 inch length, as well as 20 or 48 cavity versions. Head to epicbaitmolds.com today to check out this and all the other awesome stuff they have available. If you're not a bait maker and you just want to get your hands on some of the new Battle Grubs, click the link in the video description below. That's going to take you to the Kickin' Bass Custom Baits Instagram page, where you can send me a message, let me know what you need, and I will get you taken care of. If you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor, hit that like button for me down below. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that notification bell to stay up to date with our new videos and giveaways. Until next time, I'm D with Kickin' Bass TV.
Subscribe.